Lisa?
How's your mom?
Yeah,
Do,
she's good.
I never see her since going to school.
did you
Yeah,
not
she
turn
loves
in
it
the
over there.
minutes from September 29th?
That's all misunderstanding, I've taken care of.
I just got the email, I'm just asking.
They were wanting to know where the minutes were for the executive session, and I went over there and went, this is the minutes. We acknowledged the meeting, basically.
Because Kim,
Executive session.
she had never done one.
We do need one of those.
We did,
We did a memorandum of executive session.
well, I don't think I worded it like you would have, but there's something in there for it.
Okay.
It's just not what she's used to, and I think that's the first one she's done since she, not Ally, I mean,
Yeah,
her office girl.
okay, that's why he gets paid the big bucks.
I know. It's 6 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting to order, roll call please.
Sadie,
Oh, here.
Tim,
Present.
Sammy,
Here.
Mr. Graham,
Here.
Sheila,
Present.
myself, present. Clay?
Would everyone stand for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First order of business, approval of minutes. Has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes? Any questions, concerns? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Approval of bills.
Make a motion to.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Old business, I'm going to do the ADA first. If you don't mind.
I am the ADA coordinator with the city. If I think all of you know me, but I'm Mandy Stout. I'm also the mayor's assistant. I just wanted to come tonight and see if you guys had any questions for me about the ADA compliance. This is the same book that has been your guys' since 2023. So this was approved in 2023. Sheila and Lisa did kind of talk to you guys about this at your last meeting. Referencing like a start place, I guess, you guys have already done so with the bathroom project. So you guys have already kicked that off with the Callaway restroom project. They'll be making sure that that's all up to ADA compliance when they redo that. Now, I know it does get a little overwhelming when you look at everything that needs to be accomplished in all of our parks. The whole point of this ADA compliance book isn't to break the city financially. It just says like, hey, this is where we are, but this is definitely what we need to look at improving on. I am already working with Cody Landrum on all of the handicap van accessibility parking spots as well as the signs. So Clay, you don't need to worry about that. Clay and I did talk today about handicap picnic tables. So that's another thing that we'll be able to mark off. Another thing is that I stressed to Lisa and Sheila when we met a couple weeks ago is that this was done a while ago. I do have a plan for Brett Lott and I to rewalk this, and I don't think that some of these, like when we rewalked the building, there were things that we were able to remove for the upcoming building renovations that we were originally dinged on or marked on. that I don't know will be on here when we redo it. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So, yes, these are things that we need to work on in all of your park areas, but we also have to re-walk our park areas, so,
There were some things we were able to eliminate
yeah.
from the meeting with Sheila and I and Mandy.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, you guys are already working on a project where we're going to be working on some ADA issues and being compliant with those. Or, like I said, with the handicap signs and the picnic tables as well. I think you guys are doing a great job with that, so other than that, I don't have any issues unless you guys have questions with me. We just keep kind of going the direction that we're going, and then Brett and I will walk all of the park areas, and when we do redo this, and you guys will get a new updated copy of this as well. And like we said, when we went through this, there were already things that were like, oh, we already took care of that we could already mark off. It's just, this is from 2023, so things have changed since then. So.
And Mandy, when I gave them, the part of the book, I only gave you what pertained to the parks.
Mhm. Yeah, so this is every municipality-owned property. This also mentions sidewalks for the city, so I mean, this is a bigger project than what people realize. So if you do have a question, don't hesitate. I can help in any way that I can, and if I don't know, I'll reach out and make sure I get us the right answer. So, does anyone have a question for me?
Thank you.
Mandy will be in charge of this project, so if we have any questions or concerns, she's our go-to person. And as far I know, we had discussed the trails, sidewalks, or that Mandy will get with her person to find out which is best for us to use, and then she'll let us know on that, correct,
Yeah.
Mandy?
Yeah, I will, and like I said, it's not something like, if you wanna get through the park project first, I don't want you to feel like it's something that you have to do, like, you don't have to have a million projects going on at once with this. If you wanna get through the bathroom project, get through the bathroom project. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So however you guys decide to do it, and I've already been working with, Tim Roby with the bathroom project to make sure that we're on the same page, and we went over all the ADA compliance issues that were already listed in our current bathroom. So, like I said, if you have any questions, you guys don't know how to get a hold of me, so.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Next is our electrical boxes. Tim, do you have any updates, or do we need to table for now?
Well, we're kind of going on a different path than what we started out to be after talking to an electrician and getting clay and whatnot. We think it's gonna be more in-depth than what we first originally thought, so I wouldn't say we're back to square one, but we got some ways to go.
Still investigating.
We will have some stuff, hopefully, by the next meeting, that being concrete to let everybody know what, but, you know, it's substantially different.
Thank you for taking the lead on this and doing it for us.
Hey,
Problem.
Tim, Jason Robinson was in our office the other day. He gave me a drawing of what it's gonna be, and he was in the office the other day, and we talked about, trying to go underground with some of that stuff. And Jason said it would be cheaper to go underground than to build out all those boxes. Jason and I and Clay, we're gonna go out there and just walk on Wednesday with Todd from AEP, because if AEP ain't on board with it, there's no sense of discussing.
Oh, we need to know, because that's a big difference.
So we
Big
have a
swing.
meeting sometime Wednesday. I'm waiting on Todd to call me back, and then I'll call you and give you that. But Jason thought it would be anywhere from $500 to $700-800 per pole cheaper, which means we could replace them and maybe add a couple additional to make it easier for Clay, so he's not stringing along, 5 football fields full of extension cords attached to an extension cord attached to an extension cord. So
Yeah, we don't have to replace the weather heads and all that,
but Jason did say.
you know, there's no markings on anything underground out there, that's what's going to be.
Well, that's the only thing that scares me. But let's see what they can do. I mean, we don't have to
Oh,
go
yeah.
overhead, and we can pull, even if you could pull part of it
Yeah.
underground, that would be better than all of it overhead.
Mhm.
And I have that drawing for you in my office too, that Jason gave me.
next on our agenda is the restrooms, and I was supposed to get a email before our meeting tonight because they could not make it to the meeting. Let me check to make sure I don't misspeak, but I have not gotten one. So, I guess we'll table that.
I was out there last Friday and did do a footer inspection, and that's all I've done.
Next is Bakery Field. Someone want to step up?
The ball in their court on that.
Pardon?
What did baseball decide?
I have not talked to either one of you guys since the last meeting, so I
My
don't
understanding
know.
was we were waiting on them to look at the property and see if they wanted the police.
I have not talked to them.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I walked the field with Clay and Mr. Roby. We were out there, and there's definitely some work to do, but I think it's something that we would have interest in. I don't know that we'll have lights for quite some time, but, you know, we can get the field ready to play and play some baseball. And I think, you know, sleeping on this and just understanding where Elwood's at as a whole related to football, basketball, baseball, underwater basketball, even whatever we want to do here, we need help with all of it. So as far as outfield in the fall, I mean, I don't see, a parking lot's one thing, but, you know, letting 2 to 12, 18-year-olds, I don't care, play football in the outfield, I don't think that's a big deal. I think we can work together, and I mean, I'm willing to work together and make it work for everybody. Sandy brought up an important thing about foul balls in the fall if we decide to play. Right now, we have no idea how we're going to play out there. We just want to get it playable to see if we can start playing out there. I measured that field on Google Earth, or what, I didn't do it, I'm not smart enough to do it, but somebody measured it, and I think it's 305 all the way around, so for it to be, what is it?
It was always 312.
312, okay, yeah. If I missed it by
I don't know
7
how
feet,
accurate that
if I
was,
missed it
but
by
that's the
7
signs
feet,
I remember.
if I missed it by 7 feet, that's one.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so, it's not gonna be big enough for a high school field, you know, for a JV field or a middle school field. Once we get to that point where we have multiple teams and we're running out of room at the high school, then, you know, we could definitely use it for something like that. But, I do urge the board to keep it a baseball field and, just entrust me, Mr. McCormick, and whoever's involved with football, that we can figure out a make a parking lot where it'd be neighbors, use the outfield for football.
What are you talking about, the parking lot?
Did we talk about making a baseball field a parking lot one time?
Well, that was before we expanded the parking lot itself last year. We used that to park cars before we extended our parking lot. Because when we host on Saturdays, we usually have up to 8 teams there.
Okay.
And
Hey,
those-
guys, can I stop? We know who you are, but there might be somebody watching who
Sorry.
don't know who you are.
I'm Chris McCormick, I'm this year's president of Elwood Youth Football.
I'm Mike Plank, I'm the high school baseball coach.
Thank you.
If I could interject one other thing real quick.
You go right ahead.
If we no longer have access to the field as we intended at youth football, I will move our flag football practices to our field. We're not coming back in town, we're not crossing the roads with our 4, 5, and 6-year-olds anymore. Therefore, we cannot have any kind of baseball out there after August 1st. That's when our season starts, that's when our practices start. We'll be practicing kids there during the week, we play on Saturdays, we play on Sundays. We can't have a little kid, a grandma, a little sister, anyone catching a foul ball in the back of the head. We're just on the other side of the fence. So no matter the outcome of this, I don't see where that's an option any other way. Once our season starts, which basically coincides with the start of season, or start of school, we can't be out there hitting balls. You can go out there and look at our tower and see the damage on it that foul balls have done. So that would eliminate in the fall, but I don't know that would be a problem because you don't play any fall ball at the high school, right?
It's in a high school field, it's gonna be, maybe try to make it bigger than a high school field. we can cross that bridge when we get there. I mean, if we're gonna use the field, we're gonna use it from January first to December 31st. But we'll coexist, so nobody's getting hurt with foul balls or whatever.
Well, how would we do that? Because that's kind of, I mean, if it's going, you're planning on using it all the time, because they're planning on practicing, so we need to kind of
Work together.
figure out something, because
Coordinate schedule.
we can't have foul balls hitting little kids in the head and spectators. That'd be a issue. I don't know if there's some kind of netting, or if there's something, I don't know.
I think as many baseball games as there's gonna be in the spring, summer, fall, and as many football practices there's gonna be in the fall, summer, I think we can probably work around each other's schedule. I think, I'm gonna take out probably, we can work out each other's schedules to where we coexist.
Well, that would be great.
I mean, if
Just
both
not have
parties,
them on the same nights.
yeah, if both parties,
Well, I
if
will
both
say-
parties are willing is the obvious hurdle right here.
If
I don't think-
anybody went to travel, these travel fields, foul balls is an issue no matter where you go. People holler heads up and you either look to try to catch it, or you duck your head and not get hit.
But
I mean, these are major places that's got many, many, many more teams than what we're ever talking about having. And it's, you know, I've not yet to see an ambulance come in here and get a parent from getting hit from a baseball. And
I mean, I'd love to
I mean,
look at.
you've been to a lot of them, have you seen?
But typically,
Yeah,
our seasons have
I
never
have to agree
coincided.
with you, yeah.
Right now, we don't even know if we have the ability to play one game out there for the.
I understand you. The picture I'm trying to paint is normally our seasons never coincided. Babe Ruth played in the spring, early summer. We play in the late summer, fall. The fact of the matter is, it's less than 50 yards between the edge of your field and the edge of my field, and I've got over 100 families facing the opposite way of the baseball field. I don't know that hollering heads up is gonna help grandma or the 3-year-old little girl.
Sure does at Grand Park,
Well,
and they're back to back.
What is
Yeah,
a normal
four fields.
season of baseball?
So, there is a fall season that a lot of teams play, especially kids under, a high school age, like 15 and below, 14 and below. If we could grow to get to that point, we would have crossed many, many hurdles. Fall baseball right now is the last thing on my mind. So hanging up on what we're gonna do in the fall, I think if we have a good relationship and good neighbors and can understand each other's schedules, I think it's a non-issue.
So there shouldn't be a problem.
I don't think there will be a problem. I can only speak for 50% of the parties here, but, if we have a realistic schedule and we stick to our realistic schedule, and football has a realistic schedule and they stick to their realistic schedule, we'll be 100% fine. I get exactly where you're going, Mr. Roby. Grant Park is dangerous. Have anybody ever been to Forest Park?
Yes.
Forest Park's in Noblesville, and they've got a baseball field that up to 18-year-olds play on. And they hit foul balls into the swimming pool next door. And when you're in the swimming pool next door with a 3, 4, 5-year-old trying to teach them how to swim, the last thing you look out for is baseball, And that's in the wondrous city of Noblesville, right? So I don't want to turn into that. I don't want, I know baseball's hurt. I've been hit with them plenty. But I do think that if we're willing, I think this would help, could help. I'm not making any guarantees. The community and let us kind of have both. And like I said, the outfield, take care of that. Lock the gates, play on the grass. Football, we can do a lot. There's high schools out there with the biggest names in the state that their baseball team still has grass, and they're practicing on turf football fields in Indianapolis and south of Indianapolis, and the big names that are winning a lot of football games. So if they can do it there, I think our quote unquote rec leagues can do it here in Bellwood.
And you said you went out and you looked at the field and,
I did. I've got I'm leaning heavily on other people's advice, because I tell you, it's a lot of work. I mean, it is a lot of work. Clay took us into the press box, and we've got some cleaning to do in there. But I think So there's gonna be some major dirt work, but with Scott Grace that I had here before, he has a pretty high-end landscaping company, whose hands on a lot of dirt moving equipment. And Pam and Dave with Harry Bridges have stepped up, and they've got some interest in helping out and what it can do to bridge the gap between Harry Bridges and middle school, and high school. So, you know, I think with everybody involved with the same vision, I think we can do some things out there. How fast it's gonna be, you know, I don't know, but realistically, the only people that has weight on their shoulder right now, if we were to do something like that, would be myself and Grace with the earth moving equipment. So, and Clay maybe, if he's gonna help me clean out that press box.
So as far as flexibility, the one discussion I had with the athletic director, we had a phone call on February 5th, and I explained to him what our plans were, but I also explained to him that we were reasonable and we could be flexible on this. To be 100% honest, the next I heard from anyone was at last meeting when the coach showed up. We are willing to be flexible, but I'm just telling you folks, last year I had 5 flag teams. I'd like to also practice our second, third grade tackle team out there. But we're talking 4 nights a week during the week, starting 1st of August. Once we start our flag games, that's every Sunday. I cannot speak for the Saturday schedule yet, because I have no control over that, because we play league play. So I don't know what dates we'll be hosting. And once that's set, I really have no flexibility on those Saturday games. That's dictated to us. We're willing to be flexible on this, and I took a neighborly approach from the beginning on this. I get it, man. We got kids who play baseball too, you know. I have 8 kids in this school system as we speak. I'm just concerned that we're planning on playing baseball out there. I remember the one time they tried to fall late teen, maybe young adult league out there. It was a nightmare, and we were concerned for our kids that were playing, and they had helmets and shoulder pads on. I wasn't speaking to the people in the stands. Unless something drastically is done, like a giant net dividing the fences.
If we get to the point where we're hosting tournaments in the fall, we can afford a giant net, okay? And as far as bringing the athletic director into it, the athletic director has nothing to do with this. That's why we're doing it outside of the school, okay? The athletic director doesn't want anything to do with this. This is through Mike Plank.
Okay, folks, I'm just basing this on the text I got from Ryan, the athletic director, and the phone call he made to me. That was the only information I had. Apparently we have some animosity here.
Okay, your season is August 1st to what? Give or take.
Let's just call it early November.
And fall baseball is from,
We're not there yet. I mean, our baseball season right now is gonna be from now, probably into March through, I guess, August 1st. We'll have another meeting to discuss fall baseball.
We're almost at the time when, we're gonna be cutting grass before long. We share currently with disc golf, and in the old days with Babe Ruth, we share the same restrooms. So, we're all responsible for maintaining and keeping those stocked and clean. Minor details.
Yeah. So if our seasons don't overlap, I got them during my season, and you got them during your season, right?
You got it, except disc golf, I don't know if they have a season.
Well, I'd like to make a motion that we follow Todd's lead and give them 1 year, see how they come out, see how they can work that field, make it work with a second-year option after they either throw in their glove or they say, we're done, and, see what happens. I mean, we know we need a feeder system. We need a feeder system and everything. And he don't have one. And, you can't win 3 games a year travel ball when I was coaching and grandson was coming up, and it was got to the point where either join them or you're gonna be left behind. And
I would like to add one minor thing that we discussed at our last meeting. We are exploring the options of creating a youth girls flag football league. No one knows what that looks like right now because it's not really around here, but it's a growing thing. So we may at some point be doing that. And it all be speculation to try to answer anything beyond that, but, you know, that's where the times are going. It's a pretty popular sport out there, it seems, right now.
Okay, Tim, restate your motion with,
to go ahead with a one-year contract with a second-year option up to them, like Todd.
up to them who? Mr.
The
Plank?
baseball club or whatever they're gonna go under at that time.
That's going under me for now, until we start making money and then at that second
So
year.
it's Mike Blake, correct?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Michael,
Michael?
yeah,
Plank?
yes, ma'am. It's the second with the Roman numeral 2.
Like walking the plank.
Walk the plank, I've heard that a whole lot. I was a Marine too, so I hold it a whole lot.
Yeah, I'll bet you did.
And I would like to just, I don't know what I have to say in here and what I can and can't, but I'd like to look at that contract, obviously a little bit before.
Oh, yeah.
I just
You'll have to
signed
sign it,
He
yeah.
doesn't have any hair, you can't trust people without hair.
That's a fact.
Well, Mr. Graham, I'm sure he hasn't drawn it up, because he's not gonna draw up the contract till we okay it.
For sure.
Yeah, you'll get to see it, and then it'll come
Okay.
back to this board for formal approval.
Yes,
Cool, thank you.
because we haven't seen it yet, so.
So we will not be cutting the grass this year on the Babe Ruth field.
That's good.
If, I'll let you
We
know in a
haven't
minute,
voted for it
let me
yet.
know. I'll let you know in a
At least you
minute.
have this information, Mr. Planks.
I'll get you whatever you need.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Okay. I would like to say something to both of you gentlemen. If there's ever a safety issue, ever, I would please like to know immediately, because that is a big concern. Our biggest priority is our children, and we're not gonna let anything happen that's going to put them in danger, especially in a park.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know everything can, you know, I'm hoping you gentlemen can work together, and I'm sure you can, and work everything out, and I think everything will turn out great, and I think it'll end up being a good thing. It'll be win-win.
Thank you, ma'am, I agree.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
And just to say, like I made the comment, there seems to be some animosity. Mike, quite honestly, we were here a year ago and we got the same proposal, a one-year contract, and then we come back a year later to renew that contract. And things had changed.
You clean out the freezer in the meantime?
It's not, we hadn't done anything in that building. That's from Babe Ruth in 2020. That's not me.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graham will get in touch with you. Lisa has your information.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
And-
your phone? You wanna screenshot it?
Do you have anything else?
Well, no, I'm just making a statement. So moving forward, we will have our guy not cut that grass.
No, well, yes,
It's not our field anymore.
no, you're correct, you are correct, you're correct.
Will he be getting with me about our contract that we agreed on last time?
You've never signed your
No.
contract?
Yes, so do I have, we have his contact information, so.
We will have.
Yes, he will.
Let me know when. Try.
And you do have my number, Mike, do you not?
I do not, do you mind if I put it in my phone?
No, I'd appreciate it.
I can get
Try to save trees.
Recipher and answer.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's Sheila McPherson,
Okay.
765.
You wanna give that online?
I know, go,
You want to just write it down?
I got it.
Do you?
I got it, how about you and I walk out together?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I was gonna say, I was surprised that you were.
Well, I know, but I didn't know what to do. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Chris, thank
What
you.
hours are you open?
I'm sorry.
Thank you, and thank you to the youth club for all the efforts you guys made out.
And like I said, Clay, we're gonna, all those padlocks, I think it's best for everyone concerned,
I
disc
agree.
golf,
You
leave them
said
the
it
same.
best, the less
It's
keys,
one key
the
that
better.
unlocks every gate on the
I agree.
compound and the
Yeah.
restrooms.
Yeah, they're nice too, they are really nice locks.
And the board will be getting keys to everything, so,
Clay has
yes,
all my keys.
I
I
will.
got one.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it. If there's anything we can do to help either one of you gentlemen, please let us know. And best wishes.
I've got Clay on speed dial, so if he resigns, it's my fault.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a great evening. New business. The pool.
Oh, that four-letter word. Oh, that four-letter word.
Mandy, I have not talked to Ally's office. Mandy, not Mandy, sorry,
Oh,
is coming up to, if she has not already did it, she has agreed to stay on as our manager. We are going to start taking applications soon as we get it out there. When I get back from spring break, I'll get with Ally's office and get how we're gonna set it up. You know, who we're gonna do it through, I don't know whose office.
yeah, I would say, if you want, I can put a post together tomorrow and post it on the city Facebook page.
We wanna talk to Ally.
Well, I have to okay whose office it's going to be out of, unless you'd like to volunteer.
Oh, for me to post it?
No, to.
Oh, to take the apps?
Yes,
Pick
ma'am.
up the apps.
Oh, they can come and get them from me, cause I have all the applications.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely
Okay,
fine.
that's
They
fine.
can come and get them from me, and then I'll also put hard copies here in the lobby. And if we run out, cause usually once we post for hiring, they'll fly out the door. But if they run out, just send them to my office and I'll give them a hard copy, and they can drop them off to me, and I can turn them into Ally's office. Or
Bring them to me.
get them to you, and then you'll be good to go.
Okay.
But I can make a post as early as tomorrow if that's what you want.
Yes, that's great.
And I'll send you the information before I post it for you guys to okay.
Well, okay. The pool committee can do that, I guess,
Okay.
because, does anyone have any questions? Oh, we did discuss hiring, John Kelly. I don't know if you guys know who John Kelly is, I'm sure you do, and Tim does, and Clay does. You know John too, Sandy?
Mhm.
So everyone knows who John is. He is a ex-state police officer, has been for years. And we have talked about offering him, and he has graciously, if the board would approve, well, I guess it'd be it'd be the board, approve hiring him as our, assistant manager / security. Did I say that right, Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
That way, and then, we have talked with Chief Brizendine, which he said that he would be more than happy to put him on as a reserve, so he'd have arrest powers. And we just thought that might keep the trouble or the kids more in line with him being there, and he is also going to take his lifeguard, so he will be a certified lifeguard also. He will be the whole package in one. So that was our thoughts on it.
Is Emma coming back as well?
We don't know yet. That's a Mindy call.
So we're looking at her having 2 assistants?
No.
She might be back in on this list.
She wouldn't be
I
an
got you.
assistant.
Okay.
Now, if Mindy, we'll have to talk to Mindy, but we could always slash her in, because I'm sure John and Mandy, go on vacation, they will be going together, so
Yeah.
we had discussed slotting her in as a head lifeguard, where she would only receive that pay though if she had to step into the position where neither one of the managers would be there. We haven't really gotten that far on it. Cause it's things that we need to just take in consideration. Does anyone have any thoughts on
No.
any of it?
I'd make a motion that we hire John in under that as the security
Slash.
Who will he answer to?
He would be the same as Mindy, so it'd be, well, if we keep it the same, it'd be the president, which me. If not, we can, but we would probably have to keep it outside because since they are both related,
He'd be a police officer though, right? He'll have
Yes.
arrest powers. He'd be subject, the chief would be his boss.
out there also, but he'll be being paid by the pool.
Yeah,
Okay.
He has arrest powers. He's under the chief.
He would be under the chief of police, which I'm sure Jason won't have a problem with either, that, we'll have to okay it if, with Jason, I mean, you know. But, okay, go ahead, Lisa.
I'd make a motion that we explore, or that we, bring John Kelly on as the assistant slash, security, as long as, Chief Brizendine, last time we talked to him, he was on board with it. Okays that, I think that, one, it's safer for our kids, and two, will make parents feel better about being out there with their kids. I think it's a great step. Unfortunately, we live in a society we live in today, and sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Then we also would need a motion to hire a head lifeguard in case we would have a problem with, if needed, if they would, you know, be, which they would make lifeguard pay, they would only get the pay rate of the other when that was their responsibility. Unlike last year, they were paid, assistant manager made full pay all the time she was there. And I don't see the reasoning in that one, I mean,
I'd make a motion that we do make a head lifeguard, slot,
To be
knowing
filled.
that she will only be paid the assistant's pay at the time that she is the assistant, not just there as a lifeguard.
and the rest should make lifeguard pay, is that
The
correct?
rest, she would make the lifeguard pay. Is that the
Thank
correct
you.
way to state that?
Will we put applications for that position?
Yes. Well, I think that should be Mindy's hire, really. I mean, she would know who was more qualified than us, I
I'm not
mean.
saying about the hire, I'm just talking about, go through the same process.
Oh, yes, it'd be the same paperwork,
Yeah,
yes.
it'd be the same paperwork, and then like how Sheila was
She
saying.
she can
Mindy
offer
could-
it.
Yeah, Mindy would say this person would be good for this position, but essentially when they apply, they're all gonna put pool.
Yeah, lifeguard or concession,
Yeah.
because so far, we have lifeguard, concession, and emissions,
Yeah.
correct?
Mhm.
But they will only get head lifeguard pay when nobody else, the assistant and Mindy's not there, right?
Correct.
Yes, correct.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anyone like to change the pool committee, or would you like to, right now, it's myself, Tim, and Lisa. If, it's up to the board. I mean, it's a new year. Keep it.
Keep it, or at least table it, you got two members who aren't even here, that
Oh.
might,
Two, we only have one.
Mike,
Mike,
it's only 6-member board.
Who's it?
no one's.
The ghost man?
Well, did you set where place?
So, Sammy, did you make a motion to keep
Yes.
it, Sammy? Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Tim, you're not getting out of it that easy. Can anyone think of Clay, can you think of anything that I need to cover at the pool that I have not covered? We will be getting with, our opening of our pool. Are we going to, I forget his name now, Tim, what's his name?
Vic?
Vic, thank you. Tim usually forgets his name. Are we going to be having Vic to open the pool this year, since we really have never done it and really never had the training to do it?
Well, I think we got any choice.
I don't either.
Well, we had some training, but there's a lot of equipment stuff that's changed. So, yeah, we will need somebody. Remember, they changed all the pumps and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff?
true. Do we need a motion to hire, because he would be like a contractual contractor? Need a motion?
So
Do I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, one of us can get with him after we get everything prepared to open, which will be real soon, I hope.
Last day of school is May 21st.
Yeah, but we gotta,
Yeah, we're still probably Memorial Weekend or later.
well, we always,
The next thing we need to think of too is, after they went back to school, we kept it open Saturdays and Sundays.
I think we lost, I mean, the only thing that kept us, of course, a pool always loses money. I mean, a city pool never makes money in the long run, ever, none does. But
Yeah.
I think that they had a hard time even having lifeguards, because once the kids went back to school, they started sports, they started this, they started that, and none of them wanted to work. So, if it's anything like last year, I would recommend not do it, but that's the board decision too.
Can we talk to Mindy to see what she thinks?
Oh,
She,
we have talked, well, yes, we can. I mean, you know, she may change her mind, and that doesn't have to be decided tonight, because we just need to start the opening, we don't have to, you know, figure out the closing yet. But, does anyone have any other questions, concerns? Yes,
What's your
ma'am.
cutoff date for applications? So that, I mean, like, since I'm gonna be taking them, like, is there a date that you wanna stop taking them? I'm assuming you wanna have people hired and that whole process done by a certain date. What's your cutoff date?
When's Memorial Day? It'd have to be 25th.
Because we'll have to have these kids come in and
Oh, yeah, we'll have to do their
we'll have to do their
drug
paperwork, their drug
screen.
screens, so that's why I'm wondering, like, what date are you wanting me to stop taking, so then you guys can then discuss, and then, cause then you stop to have time to schedule all of them to come in. I think we came in on like a Saturday and Sunday last year.
Ally and I was here
Yeah.
Sunday, we did Sunday, and we let them all come in, and we did their paperwork and
Yeah.
their drug screening, and
So that's why I was saying, like, you probably should pick a date on, like, a time frame on when you wanna stop
I
taking
would say
apps.
stop taking them on April 24th. That gives, us time to get through them, because I think we all met with Mindy last
yeah,
year,
we
kinda
did,
went
because
through.
we okayed
And
the
then that
committee.
gives Ally time to get everything set up, so from now till April 24th, that gives almost 4 weeks.
I think maybe you should a little bit farther. I mean, because the
You
kids,
wanna give us a little bit of room, just in case.
That's
I
We
mean-
why,
don't wanna take, the
but we,
recommended things, and all of a sudden we have to reapply if we don't, you know.
cause if a kid
Yeah,
contacts us,
well,
we'll
and
email them.
they're not even gonna be out of their schooling. I mean, they're not gonna know if they pass their classes. We can't hire them till the class is over, till they pass. We cannot hire a lifeguard until they have their credentials. And we need to
But I think
give,
maybe
we
since-
need to just not say yet, because I actually, do you know when she said the training would be over?
I know that I thought she said that the ones she trained last year were good for 2 years. I thought they were.
Has she started another course?
She is starting another course, but without that other course, that's the reason I'm saying we can't have a cutoff date in Hart for the kids
Well,
that,
we don't have to hire, but we could cut off date of when the apps quit coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could still, just as a suggestion, I think you could still have a cutoff date. And, I mean, because you're not saying that that's like, those kids who are still in the course could apply, it's not costing them anything to apply.
no, that's,
You know, and then those kids, I would still encourage those kiddos to apply. and then you're still not doing any hiring at that time. I mean, it's your guys' thing, I just need to know what to do, so I know when I can still take applications.
I say the 24th, because last year we had quite a few of them.
And I had people calling after you guys were done, I don't wanna take an app and think a kid has a chance after you guys have already, you know what I mean, like, so, cause I did have a lot of kids call me after you guys had already done hiring, so I just wanna make sure I'm doing what you guys
Because
want.
we're not opening pool till the 31st, right? And what if we give Ally 2 weeks? I don't know how, why don't we just,
Well, we need to table it, because. if we
Yeah,
don't know
because
when the-
I
If
don't-
we don't know when the testing is done, we can't have a deadline before that.
that's what I'm saying too,
I
Tim.
mean,
That was my thoughts on it, so.
is it bring enough?
Do you
at that
have,
point in
is
time,
that
I hope
is
we
that a
can have-
motion?
That's a table, they don't need a motion to table it, you just table it.
No, I thought you did have to.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Or I'll make a motion.
Tabling it assures it's on the next agenda.
Okay, so you don't have to, okay, you're correct, Tim.
No, he's not. He said tabling it, make sure it's on the next agenda. So Tim, you made a motion to table the applications.
We need the motion.
It's best practice, I mean, if
Okay.
you're using Robert's rules,
I
you
did,
do.
thank you, I just wanted to know who
But
was, I
informally,
wasn't
you don't
sure.
have to.
We always have, and I wasn't sure. So, do I have a second then? All in favor? Aye.
Alright.
So,
Be- I'd say before maybe post it.
Then I have to say, then there's no point in me making a post.
Right, I would wait until we talk to Ally and talk to Mindy. And
Well-
we can always tell her to begin that post.
I will
after
be
that
back
discussion.
Friday and do all that Friday. I'm going to be gone with my kids on spring break
Okay.
and Tim's kids. So, superintendent, is there any more pool business that anyone would like to discuss? And Tim,
What?
where do you think you're going?
I leave.
Oh, okay, before you leave, go ahead, I can ask you later, you're fine. Thank you. Is there any more pool questions, concerns, comments, anything about the pool? Clay, would you like to give your superintendent report, please?
I don't have a lot, guys. It's just time for us to start getting things out and ready for the season, so that's all I got.
Oh, there is something that, I was going to add in when we started talking about, the electrical boxes and Callaway. We will be getting another, camera at Callaway. The mayor and I talked and we thought it was a good idea since all of our equipment and our high item stuff is in our shop. We decided it'd be a good idea to put a camera in the shop, so we will be getting a camera put in there. And the same people that did it will put one in.
Just
And,
let me know when he's coming. I'll be there, or he can get in.
yeah, he can get in. He's got keys.
He's got the good.
Yeah. Do we have any questions and concerns? Does anyone need to ask Clay anything? And I did, ask the restroom, the people working on the restroom, to please let you know for safety issues in case we have to close anything off or broke anything
Thank you.
off. That,
Cause that will be nice.
yeah, that way there's no kids out there with equipment, you know, we can go ahead and get it all taken care of before that happens. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Carried.
I'll end the meeting as soon as I get back to office.
Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you
nice
for
night.
being here.
Hey, did any of us turn on our mics? I did.
No? I didn't.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You want to go photo?
No, I didn't get out of line.
What's that grim for, Miss Grim?
I need to talk to you for a second outside of the microphones and cameras.